All right. Let's get this show on the road. Or launched into space, I guess. Where did we stop last time? At the Imperial Shipyard in Bastion. That's okay. Did I give you any orders? Apparently not. Okay. Well, let's order our little acclimator here to I'm gonna want to be careful with this, aren't I? Because if I just order it to go straight there, there's an unfortunate chance that it would go very much through Republic space. We'll order it to lie there, which will indeed keep it more or less safe. And then we'll order it to fly here, which will keep it, once again, moving through safe space.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
And then go to Hoth. Transfer wares. And load up on 3,000 module prefabs. Second? No, I think you're actually first. Or at least the first person to talk in chat. Okay. Go ahead and trade with the Sunspot. And we'll actually have some materials left over. Cool. Oh, Forever Dungeon Master. Nope, you are the second person to talk in chat. Did I buy another ship yet too? I should check. Doesn't look like it. Actually, wait, what are you? TIE shuttle. Oh, that's that TIE shuttle that's flying around just doing random trades. Okay. I think I was going to buy another ship, but I haven't yet. These things are weird looking. Anyway. What I wanted was a Raider Corvette, but failing that, a Customs Corvette would be almost as good. Yeah, I don't think I actually bought this thing. Okay. We have 3 different engine options. This one's the fastest in normal space, but it's the slowest in travel drive. This one's the fastest in travel drive by a lot. Let's see. 282. I think we'll go with this one, just kind of jack all trades. Hello, Ash. Combat. Ding. For shield generators, these are probably the best ones available, I think. Yeah, those are reasonable. We have a choice of quad lasers or light turbo lasers. Or quad flex, I guess, for those two. Interesting. Okay, by default it comes with all light turbo lasers and quad flax on the top. Suppose that would be acceptable. Anyway, for consumables, this thing's whole reason for being is to load up on advanced satellites. Doesn't need any flares. For crew, we don't need any Marines. We can't carry many of them anyway. Full service crew. Honestly, this thing's probably going to be AI controlled. What am I going to call this ship? I don't know. Its job is to be a satellite placer. For now, I don't think it's going to receive a name, but 3 million? That's not very much at all. Alright. So from there, let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh, the mod? It's a customs Corvette. It's an Imperial Customs Corvette. Okay. No reason to mess with the acclimator. Let's go do a bit of exploring. I kind of want the Raider Corvette because it can haul 20 satellites instead of 15 the Customs Corvette can. But for that we need more rep. And probably more trades done and all that fun stuff. Warn you next time. You don't like the maneuvering? We're about to do more maneuvering.
Short range transporter.
Damn it. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. Gonna get away! Get back here, you. Okay. It isn't gonna get away. Unfortunately, the fighters in this mod are really slow. This would be a lot more fun with a Maria.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Let's see. Where do we go from here?
Unknown station.
Makes no sense. Well, it's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Thank you.
A lot of fighters in vanilla are really slow too, but
Thank you.
I really want to get that Imperial Guard Interceptor, because that one maybe, well, I don't know how fast it'll be, but hopefully it'll be fast enough to break the 400 meters a second limit. Wow. Shouldn't say limit. I'm not friendly enough with anybody just who sells A-Wings to find out what they can reach.
Docking granted. Docking aborted. Maintenance vessel.
Hello there. Give me that reputation. Oh. Hog site. Welcome here. Welcome, Raiders.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Running
Unknown
around,
Station.
taking more castles today. Didn't preload stream, was watching the ad. Ads suck. I wish they'd go away.
Thanks for your help.
Anyway, welcome here. Thank you very much for the raid.
Thank you.
Running around taking more castles today. I did notice you were streaming some Bannerlord. I wish there was a way to turn ads off completely, but alas, Twitch won't let me do that.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Like, you got 4 castles yesterday? What, everybody else is like, oh, we don't want to deal with these. Here, take them. I worked so hard to get affiliated? Yes I did, but not because I wanted ads. I wanted emotes, damn it. And now that I have them, I hardly use them for anything.
Maintenance vessel.
Although I do have the wheelbarrow, which is cool. Alright, where did this thing go? Hey you, what do you think you're doing? Get back here.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
There we go.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against this station.
Affirmative.
Criminal record has been updated.
Oh, what are you going on about? And we have the sound bug again. Yay, sound bug. Hey, Rishiwashi! Here just in time to experience the autosave sound bug. As soon as the autosave's over, the sound will go back to normal. There. For some reason, this game, sometimes when it autosaves,
Terran Station Security Vessel.
how about we don't shoot that? For some reason, sometimes when it autosaves, it will take a quiet background noise and make it super loud for the duration of the autosave.
Thank you.
In vanilla, it doesn't seem to be a problem at all except for one specific ship, and that's a ship I don't care about or use. There might be some others, but I haven't encountered it with any others in vanilla. In this mod, well, I don't know for sure if it's other ships or not, but this ship definitely triggers it.
Maintenance vessel.
Kaboom. Alright, have we visited everything around here? Possibly. Let's drop a sensor ping. And
Jump beacon. Bascan.
then let's book it.
Docking aborted.
I'm not sure what causes it, really. Or if there's anything that can be done about it. But yeah, it's just annoying.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're at plus 11 rep with the Galactic Empire. I don't remember where we ended up last time. We've not heard much of this game, so enlighten you please, there's not too much to
Jump
ask.
completed. Bascan.
This is X4, although I am playing with a Star Wars mod.
Unknown station.
X4... Why did I lose my... There we go. Anyway, X4 is a space simulator kind of game, but it is much more economy focused than most games of this type. It's an eco sim with a flying sim, yes, pretty much. Whereas a lot of, well, like, okay, let's see, get a good example here. Elite Dangerous is often called Space Trucking Simulator. Never played it, so I can't say for sure. A game like Free Space 2 would be much more focused on the combat. Something like Freelancer, you got a little bit of light trading you can do, but basically most of this type of game, you have your ship and you fly your ship around the universe doing things. In X4, you have your faction. Single player EVE Online is another way it's described a lot. You have your faction and you control your faction. You build stuff, you control AI control, you give orders to AI controlled ships. All that fun stuff. You personally flying your dinky little ship around, whichever one you choose to control, is a very minor part of this game. Or at least that's how it's intended.
Short range transporter.
The way I like to play it is me flying around in my personal ship while I run just what I need to provide me with all the ships I could possibly dream of. So I tend to be fairly economy light compared to most people who play this. And yes, space has been completely sullied with capitalism in this timeline. I should play Red Alert 3 on stream sometime.
Docking aborted.
But only after Red Alert 2. I haven't played Red Alert 2 since I was probably half my current height.
Thank you.
I would either need to drag out my CNC The First Decades DVD, which is probably scratched to heck and gone, or I would need to see if I can find somebody who still sells it nowadays.
Identify a criminal vessel. Please assist in pursuit.
Well, said criminal vessel docked the moment we arrived, so we're not going to be able to get it.
No criminal identified.
Maintenance vessel.
RA3 is on Steam. Well, I'm sure RA3 is. The question is about RA2, though. That would be a little harder to find, probably. Did that thing just dock as well? Yes, it did. Damn it. Stop that. See, Red Alert 2 would have 4 campaigns? Or is it 5? I can't remember if the Soviets got a separate campaign from Yuri in the expansion. Illegal cargo discovered. What? On who? See if we can figure out anything on the logs. 'Cause I'm pretty sure. Okay, we already did those. A9 ore. Oh, they must have picked something up. Okay. They better not be shooting my A9. What system was that in?
Docking permission granted.
Hoth. Yeah, they better not be shooting up my A9s. It's 4 only. You don't get a Yuri campaign. Not 100% sure. I thought there was a Yuri campaign. I might be wrong, though. It's been so long since I played those games. I know you definitely get an allied campaign in both of them. I'm probably confusing the fact that I used to like to play Yuri a lot in Skirmish. Okay. They're shooting up a Black Sun pirate. Okay, well, it doesn't look like anybody's getting blown up, so.
Maintenance vessel.
There's a criminal scum. Oops. I played Generals in 0 Hour? Yes, I have, and I love them. I probably haven't played them in almost as long as I haven't played Arc Red Alert 2. I definitely need to revisit those as well. You know, at some point in the future, we just need to have a Command and Conquer week or 3. Play the ones I actually enjoyed, which means not the originals. And probably not, actually probably not any of the mainline Command and Conquer
Docking
games.
granted.
Although I did kind of like, whatever it's called,
Thank you.
Tiberian Sun. I didn't really enjoy it enough that I'd want to revisit it years later.
Thank you.
But I would definitely like to revisit Red Alert 2, Red Alert 3, and Generals.
Unknown station.
Okay, there's somebody way off here in the edge that needs to be visited. Looks like it's standard Imperial something or other.
Docking aborted.
Yeah, the original Command and Conquer and the original Red Alert, they were a little dated even by the time I got to them. See, my first experience with Red Alert, or not Red Alert, Command and Conquer in general, was the CNC The First Decade DVD, which had all the games up to, I think Generals probably would have been the newest game on the CD. And it wasn't particularly new at the time. Or DVD, I should say. I'm not sure what year that would have been. Because it came with Generals and 0 Hour. It had all the Command and Conquer games up to that point. But I did play some CNC 1. It's clunky and felt old. Red Alert was just CNC 1 with a different skin.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
And of course, then there was Tiberian Sun, which Tiberian Sun was okay, but I don't know, maybe I'd enjoy it more nowadays than I would have back then. I wasn't too invested in the whole Command and Conquer universe though, so I wasn't too enthralled with it. But Red Alert 2 was awesome just because it was hilarious. And of course, Generals was just amazing. Let's see, what else would have been in there? There was that kind of weird first-person shooter offshoot. Oh, what was that one called again?
Maintenance vessel.
Don't remember what it was called. Renegade, yes, there we go. Renegade's actually pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't amazing or anything, but it was kind of cool. I always kind of wondered what it would have been like in multiplayer, but obviously the multiplayer was long extinct by the time I got to it, even if I had internet, which I didn't. I guess nowadays there's a sort of a fan remake sort of thing that is trying to re-implement the basic idea of Renegade.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
It's
Unknown station.
there's
Unknown
one.
station.
It's not precisely Renegade, but it's basically a
Thank you.
spiritual successor kind of thing.
Thank you.
Anyway, that always looked cool. There's got to be another game in there I'm forgetting that came in that pack. Had a lot of pretty cool RTS games, and I always liked RTS games as a kid. I sucked at them. I'd always play them on easy. Matter of fact, I still suck at RTS games. But I do still enjoy playing their campaigns.
Criminal vessel.
Maintenance vessel.
Let's see, where are you? Are you... Yes, you're one of the annoying ones that don't have hit. Damn it.
Unknown station.
Renegade X is the fan remake. Yep. That's what it was called. I didn't, well, I shouldn't say I didn't used to play your turn-based strategy, because I definitely did. I used to play quite a bit of Jagged Alliance 2, which, by the way, I tried streaming Jagged Alliance 2 quite a while ago. I don't think I ever actually streamed it,
Maintenance vessel.
but I tried to see if I could get screen capture working with it, and it didn't work for crap. But with Magpie, the thing I was using last night, screen capture is still going to be a pain in the butt. I'll have to use display capture, which I did look into that a little more, and anything that's not display capture isn't going to work with that. But I will at least be able to play it at a reasonable size without having everything be really tiny. So maybe there might be some Jagged Alliance 2 happening around here. With 1.13 mod, of course. Because 1.13 is just awesome. It takes an already amazing game and makes it just
Jump
incomparably
beacon.
awesome.
Neonalist.
Thanks for your help.
Why do I keep losing my targeting?
Thanks for your help.
I'm not pressing any button that would clear it. I do have a target clear button, but it's not underneath any of my fingers at the moment. Now that you have Zero open, time to play some skirmish and Emperor some AI. Skirmish in RTSs is meh, but I really like the campaigns. I always enjoyed RTS campaigns. That's one reason why I really liked Generals. Generals was cool, but Generals also had 6 campaigns.
Jump
So you could
completed.
spend a lot of time
Neonalist.
just playing the single player in Generals and not run out of things to do. Okay, has our new customs corvette finished? Yes, it has. Okay, we'll go drop a satellite right here. And we'll go drop a satellite over here. And we'll drop a satellite over there. One over here. And one over there. And one over there, and then we will see. 7 if you count the General's Challenge of 0 hour. Yeah, that was kind of cool too. Play any of the generals and try them out in a long sequence. Not really long sequence, but yeah, it was pretty cool. I really liked Generals. Also, I really liked the way they did the main menu, where you had a little, not sure what you'd want to call it, diorama almost, except it was actually active. Ships flying, no, not ships, damn it. X4 is crossing my brain here. Units run around and around, repeating pattern, shooting at each other. It's kind of funny, if you left the main menu run for long enough, sometimes it would very slowly get off the rails. Something would get destroyed and you'd end up with piles of enemy units sitting somewhere. It's kind of cool. Or kind of funny, really. Let's see, where do we want to go from here? Let's head back to our little solar station there. Go see how the sunspot is doing. Some parts of the map just black too. Yeah. You'd have to leave it for a run for a lot of hours before it would start messing up though. Usually. I think the last time I tried to play Generals, for some reason it wouldn't fire up those menu backgrounds, which disappointed me quite a bit. I'm not sure why they weren't working. Like the one for the original Generals was just kind of a square with a bunch of American units sitting in it and being constantly attacked by GLA units. The 0 hour one was much cooler because it'd be like a beach landing sort of thing. Oh well.
Jump completed. Yaga Minor.
You know what somebody needs to figure out? How to if you let it run for a little bit, all the UI elements for the main menu would disappear and it would just be that map running. Somebody needs to figure out how to recreate that in something like Wallpaper Engine. As something other than just a looped video. Figure out a way to actually run a I think Wallpaper Engine can handle running actual game engine type stuff as... I don't remember. I've never really tinkered with it. I think that's one of the features that you can actually have dynamically
Jump
rendered
completed.
stuff.
You're on.
We'll figure out how to render a scene like that, or specifically that scene. It doesn't need to be done with the actual game engine, obviously, but just figure out some way to synthesize it. It'd make my inner child very happy. I'd have to buy Wallpaper Engine then. It probably wouldn't be hard to do to make a video of the main menu and then, you know, make pre-rendered. You know what? Let's stop around.
Unknown station. Autopilot. Disengage.
Let's visit the various stuff around here. There's an RA3 mod to recreate 0 hour, and it's really beautiful. Huh. That's interesting. Does it just recreate the skirmish and multiplayer, or does it actually do the campaign? I was trying to recreate the campaign would probably be exponentially more difficult. But it would also be massively cooler than, well,
Maintenance
that's not to say
vessel.
that just recreating the skirmish and multiplayer wouldn't be cool enough. Bonk. Okay. It revamps the units to fit into the RA3 system, and there is some campaign that was recreated. That sounds pretty cool.
Unknown station.
I don't currently own Red Alert 3, but I should probably change that. It's definitely a game I wouldn't mind playing again. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
I was going in the right way by accident.
No.
Short range transporter.
Well, that one docked and disappeared. Yeah, Red Alert 3 was pretty cool.
Unknown station.
I know there's some people who didn't like the way that every unit had a special ability, but I thought it was pretty cool. You can link it. Links are perfectly fine around here. Unless somebody links something naughty and then that person gets their hand slapped. I decided not to ban links because scammers are smart enough nowadays that they don't bother to put links in their messages. When am I getting myself a mod? I guess when you people start being naughty enough that I need one. So far, my hand slapping activities have been restricted to the occasional rare bot.
Maintenance vessel.
You're in trouble now.
So as long as everybody behaves themselves, we can live in a wonderful mod-free society. And that damn thing docked just before I could get it.
Docking aborted.
Yeah, let me just open that link in new tab. I will have to check that out after stream.
Unknown station. Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Let's see, you want to go this way. Whoa there.
That's fine. I can take one hit.
Alright, let's go check out whatever this station is. Hopefully this one, the criminals won't escape. Anyway. Other RTSs that I wouldn't mind revisiting. One of these days I need to go in and play the pig campaign for swine. I already did the rabbit campaign on stream, but I've never actually played the pig campaign, so I'm kind of interested to see what it's like.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
And then, let's see.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Other RTSs I really enjoyed, Age of Mythology. I think maybe the Age of Mythology campaign, which is quite long, but is very cool.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
I just need to figure out how I'd fit all these games into my schedule.
Identifying criminal.
Maintenance vessel.
Future Nostalgia Nights, I guess, whenever that returns.
Please, stop.
Hold still, damn it. There we go. Alright, onward or to the next one?
Unknown station. Docking aborted.
Okay. I always really loved Age of Mythology as a kid. I thought the graphics were amazing. Nowadays, of course, even with the remaster that was released, I don't know when that came out now. But even with the supposed HD remaster that came out at some point, they look pretty derpy. Although I understand
Thank you.
there was at least one, possibly two DLC campaigns that were released not actually all that long ago,
Maintenance
which
vessel.
kind of blows my mind. Like, who's even still playing Age of Mythology in this day and age? I guess somebody must be.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Alrighty.
Unknown station.
I should probably make a list of all this stuff. Maybe start mixing random RTSs in or something with the rest of the content. Problem is,
Thanks for your help.
I just don't have time for that, damn it.
Thank you.
Oh well, I'll figure something out eventually.
Docking
Time? We don't have
granted.
time to talk about time. Pretty much.
Docking aborted.
Pretty much. I have a list of awesome games that I want to play at some point that's at least a mile long.
Docking granted.
It's almost as long as my Steam wish
Aboard
list.
Maintenance vessel.
Every time I buy a game, I will have seen at least 5 others that were awesome at some point and put them on my wish list. Alright.
Unknown station.
One more station to hit up. Also, somebody is attacking this station out here. We should probably go out there and see what's going on, if we can do anything about it. Because that might get us more rep than anything. Any other thing we can do around here. And hey, maybe we'll get lucky and get something that we can shoot. I don't think the Pretender would be in range to come out and attack anything actually decent sized.
Thank you. Thanks
Bonk.
for your help.
I knew that was going to happen. Hey, hold still, you. There we go.
Ship Technology Factory.
I watched Abby play a little bit of that, but I didn't really see enough of it to get a good feel for what it's like. I didn't have time to stick around and watch, so I had to go. It looked pretty decent, though. You know, all in all, I think I would much rather live in a time
Thanks for your help.
where there are too many awesome video games to decide which one to play,
Thank you.
as opposed to a time in which
Curate.
there were just simply aren't very many video games to choose from, and what you get is what you get. Damn it, they killed them all just before I get here.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Well, we're not getting repped that way. How is our satellite placer doing? Has he finished his task? Looks like he has. Let's see. We'll drop one over here. Okay, that's one. Two. This is three.
Smuggling vessel found nearby. Please assist in
That's
pursuit.
four. And five. And then we'll drop the sixth one over here. And then dock and wait. We won't actually be able to buy satellites until it's fully empty, or at least not by full load.
Maintenance vessel. Docking granted.
And what do you think you're doing?
Docking aborted. Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Okay. Onward, I suppose. I think we're more or less lined up at the gate. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what the next Nostalgia Night's going to be or when it's going to happen. Maybe I should just move it to a different day and start doing it anyway.
Thank you.
Because Thursday's going to be
Thanks for
tied
your
up
help.
doing Borrow Trauma, and then who knows what after that for a while. I think there was talk of Valheim after Borrow Trauma. But I don't know if that would happen on Thursdays or not. Or even if it would actually happen. Oh. So I might just move Nostalgia Night to a different day of the week. Put it on like Tuesdays or something. Break the week up a little more.
Jump completed. Astandia.
This place has not only been
Jump beacon.
lightly
The redoubt.
explored, it's also been satellited. Okay, so we're back into explored territory again. Let's just go ahead and keep flying our desired course then. There's no need to stop and explore. Yeah, the Borrow Trauma is definitely fun. I have to stay up late for it, but... Or rather, I had to stream late for it. I usually stay up that late anyway. I just try to take care of my other stuff at that time. Really, it just means I have to push some YouTube and stuff like that off to a different time, which isn't that
Jump
big of a deal.
completed. The redoubt.
But it does interfere a little bit with Nostalgia Nights. Maybe I should just move that to Tuesday. Because I don't really want it to be on Friday, because I want Friday to be a flexible day in between something scheduled and the weekend. And I don't necessarily want it to be on Wednesday because I want there to be a flexible day before something scheduled. And Monday has the same problem because I would like to have a flexible day right after the weekend. So that means if we put Nostalgia Night on Tuesdays, then we would have a weekend worth of
Jump completed.
weekend games, or weekend game, since I should try to play the same one through the whole weekend, and then a free day to play X4 or something like that, and then a Nostalgia Night day, and then another free day to play more X4 or whatever happens, and then a AF Community Night day for however long that continues, another free day, and then finally into the weekend again. Might work out pretty well. What day is it today anyway? Is today Monday? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. No, I have 3-4 more days of work yet.
Jump completed. Virgo.
I wish the weekend was longer. Alright, let's go ahead and stop guidance. Space, where AF stream has been lost in time. Oh, poor AF.
Jump beacon. Christie.
He only gets to stream every other day. Anyway,
Jump completed.
hello
Christie.
there. I was going to say hello, Bo, but I guess we're going to say hello to whatever this is instead. Can you let me out, please? I do believe we are stuck in an acclimator. All right. Yay, we're free. I was going to set a course and then see if autopilot could get me out of that, but I guess we spun our way free eventually. That was definitely not part of the plan. Oh, it's looking like this is coming together quite nicely. Hello, and welcome to the Ashes Sunspot. We have one last delivery, I think, of parts to this thing before it's completed. It was the same exact sign as the
Docking aborted.
still unnamed
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Bespin solar power plant. Looks like it's currently online. Is it a golem or a space station? It's a space station. Let's have a little look at it and see how it's coming along. Alright, it looks like it is stopped for lack of resources, but the resources it needs are on the way. We are producing energy cells locally. Has it actually sold any yet? Oh, yes, it's actually started making money. Made almost $1 million. All right. We do need to order some drones. Let's get like, oh, I don't know, 25 cargo drones and like 5 repair drones to repair incidental dings. Hopefully we can get some AI to deliver droid parts and smart chips. You return from spamming Emperor tanks at the enemy. May or may not have killed one of your Emperors with crushing a bomb truck. You know, the thing I like the most about Command & Conquer Generals is the way that you could improve some units by building upgrades and stuff on them, or collecting loot to just upgrade them. I would spend way too long in each mission getting very carefully upgraded small groups of units and just crushing the AI with like a group of 3 tanks or something like that. In the case of the Chinese, get 1 with the healing tower and 2 with the little Gatling guns and run them as groups. What game? Command & Conquer Generals 0 Hour. Or just straight up Generals for that matter. They both had the same mechanic. 0 Hour is the expansion pack. Back when games still had expansion packs. Yeah, we were talking about earlier. Let's see. So the sunspot is coming along quite well. Now, I would like to clear this place out. So we're going to go scout this place, I think.
Autopilot engaged.
I want to find what exactly is there, so I can decide what I need to bring along to blow it up. Anyway, I used to take the US Humvee, and I would take 1 Ranger with flashbangs and put him inside, and I would put in 1 sniper, and then I would put in 3 of the rocket troopers, whatever their name was again. And then you'd have a fast little unit that could run around, massacre any infantry it ran into, and take on about its same number of tanks. Obviously, it was not at all price competitive with tanks, but...
Jump completed. Get up.
The Ranger with flashbangs could clear enemies out of buildings. It was just a pretty cool little unit. Very powerful for its size, although, once again, not for its expense. Then I'd spend forever abusing infinitely spawning enemies to slowly level up all the component units. So I'd have these things that were fully veteran. Veteran Humvees full of veteran infantry. Kind of insane. Colossal waste of time, but hey, it was fun. There's a reason why I wouldn't really have much fun with an RTS in a multiplayer. Multiplayer's all focused on the build orders and efficiency, and I'm all focused on just doing weird stuff for fun. Autosave, please hurry up.
Jump completed. Rakata Prime.
There we go. Oh well. Part of why I never really enjoyed skirmish modes in RTSs either. I'd play them sometimes, but yeah. Usually the campaign gave you the most leeway to play around to do weird stuff. Oh, another RTS just thought of. Warzone 2100. I wonder what they've done with that game since the last time I played it. Because that game was open sourced years ago, and I didn't discover it until it had long been open sourced and been worked on for a while. So I played both before and after the big move to giant textures.
Jump completed. Jakku.
From the little tile textures. I ought to revisit that game again someday. It can be added to the long, long list. Well, see you later, Rushy. Okay, so this is the last jump before we get to the last jump to get to the system we're going to scout. So after this, we'll turn toward the next gate, we cancel navigation, and then we're going to be headed
Jump
straight
completed.
into
Necropolis.
the den of the enemy.
Autopilot disengaged.
And there we go. Select
Jump
that so I can actually
beacon.
see it.
Etresia.
Now, if I remember correctly, it was Black Sun in this system. But I want to poke around and try to get some idea what their numbers are like. See if I can drop a satellite somewhere close to the center of the system. You can drop a satellite while you're in travel drive. It just flies really far before it comes to a halt, so we're going to have to...
Jump completed. Etresia.
Damn it, I don't have any satellites on board. Go me. Okay, where would you have to go to buy a satellite? Oh, not that far away.
Your space debris.
Okay, so they've got a
Neutron star
bunch
cruiser.
of neutron stars around here. So they've got a pretty substantial fleet. Let's spin ourselves around and go back the other way.
You call yourself a pilot?
Okay, whole bunch of mediums. 1, 2, 3. At least neutron stars. Loads of Defender corvettes. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to tie that on with just the what are you gonna call it?
VCX 100.
Why is there an ascendancy ship here?
Jump completed. Necropolis.
That's weird. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need something more than what we
Jump
currently
beacon.
have to take on
Jakku.
that. Although it won't have to be that big of a fleet. They just have 3 neutron stars as far as larges. We just need an XL and a couple larges of our own. If we could buy more, what are they called again? 546s, I think. Oh, what's over here?
Scimitar.
That's not what I wanted to target.
Imperial Star Destroyer 2.
Oh, nice. Let's take a look. I don't think I looked at the docking facilities on ISD2 yet. Okay, they have the exact same style of dock as the smaller ones. Just, you know, a bit bigger maybe. Oh wait, no, there's a internal docking bay here too. Maybe. Not sure if this is for looks or if you can actually dock in here. It might just be for looks. Okay. And this one holds at least 2 fighters. Whereas on the... don't remember what the other class was called. Victory, maybe? I know there's a Victory class, but I don't remember if it was the Victory class that had the second one of these or not. But it only held 1 fighter in any case.
Victory 2 Star Destroyer.
Well, there's a Victory 2. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. The Victory 2. It's got the same kind of bottom bays. Just they don't hold nearly as much. That one only holds like 4, maybe 6. And this one only holds 1. That looks like a TIE Interceptor. Got some TIE Bombers. TIE Brute. Is that a TIE Shuttle? Actually? No, that's a bomber. Whoa. Yeah, those are all bombers. Okay. The Victories are kind of cool looking. What with their flanges here in the sides, or whatever you want to call them. Or I guess you could look at it as having sections chopped off. But they're not as cool as the Imperials. Let's see.
Raider Corvette.
Oh, there's a Raider. Let's go have a look at the Raider.
Imperial Star Destroyer 2.
Hey, I've got a system nearby here with some of your enemies in it. Would you like to go visit? Yeah, the Raider Corvette is the ship from, what do you call it? Squadrons. Oh. There's an immobilizer.
Immobilizer 418 Cruiser.
Okay. Let's get a little closer and see if we can run a scan on it. Because I would like to see its equipment. Thank you very much.
Scan anytime.
Okay. Gravity well projector array. Let's have a look and see what the encyclopedia has to say about that. It's considered a turret, I think. Which would make it as part of military. Gravity well projector array right here. Okay. Oh. I know what this does. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I think I figured out how this is supposed to work. It's a long range, super fast projectile that does no damage. It's also somewhat slow firing, but that doesn't really matter. But it keeps enemies from, and it does just enough. It's like you were hit by something. So therefore you can't escape using the travel drive. That's really clever. When I was looking at the interdictor earlier, it's like, I wonder how, I wonder what they did that could make this, work as an interdictor.
Short range.
I couldn't think of
transporter.
anything that would be useful. Like, do they have some kind of weird custom scripting or something, maybe? Or I never even considered it would just be a. I knew it was considered a weapon. But I wasn't really sure how they would do it. And the answer is just it stops you from being able to travel drive. At a 25,000 meter range. That's really clever. Obviously it wouldn't be perfect. You can only hit so many enemies at once, unlike a real interdictor.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks, Riro.
Docking granted.
That's really cool.
Docking aborted.
Yeah, 25k range. 20 fires once every few seconds, which is kind of slow fire rate. What was it?
Requesting immediate backup.
Turrets. Gravity well projector. 0.1 rounds per second. Okay, so that's pretty slow fire.
You won't last long. Split unimpressed.
So you need 10 seconds per shot, but it mounts 4 of them. Which I don't know if this is telling the whole story either, though. 25,000 meters a second, 25 kilometer max range, 299 degrees per second rotation speed, which is okay. It would definitely keep any capital ships from escaping. Okay, that's cool. I don't know how useful it would be, honestly, because the AI doesn't seem to want to escape that badly most of the time. But it would definitely be useful against the player. It would totally be worth it for a pirate, that's for sure. That's a really clever idea. Alright, well, we were going to go back and grab some
Jump
satellites.
beacon. Jakku.
I probably should do that. I don't necessarily want to drop any satellites in that system we were just at, but I should have satellites in my inventory anyway. You hate to be on the receiving end of that gravity generator? There will be no escape. I'm glad the Pirates in Vanilla don't have anything like that. Or worse, the Xenon.
Jump completed. Jakku.
Make a new Xenon capital ship class that's programmed to avoid you.
Jump beacon. Rakata Prime.
Or, you know, not just get within a certain range and stay there and keep you locked down. For a while since our last stream, we're making a lot of progress. Oh, we're making progress at actually a pretty decent clip now. The last was it the last time or the time before last we started building a solar station here in Imperial space. We finally got on the good side of the Imperials. We're a ways off from having enough rep to buy capital ships from them, but we can buy military ships from them now. So we can get ties and stuff like that. Not all the different tie variants, but I think we can buy basic interceptors and stuff like that now.
Jump completed. Rakata Prime.
I can finally buy Imperial cargo ships, large cargo ships. And I have plenty of money at the moment, so things are definitely moving in the right direction. And speed is picking up quite a bit. I just probably should buy some more large freighters and start seriously shipping resources away from the Hoth factory out here and start building new ones. Thing is, I kind of want to build my factories here. Well, I want to capture this station and see what happens, and I want to build factories around it in this system, because this system's got a lot of the resources I would need to run most of the factories I want to run. And it's not actually considered part of the Empire, so I can build and own this. It's close to New Republic space for easy raiding. Things like that. Yeah, right now I've got 163 million, which is not enough to start buying serious amounts of things, but we're getting a good amount of money from our solar power station here in Bespin. Wonder if you could send in multiple waves of ties to win that system? Oh, probably. Probably just send in one giant wave of ties and pick off most everything in there. Fighters can be pretty overpowered in out-of-sector combat if you do it right. How much money do we have here? 32 million? I'm just going to let money keep piling up here. Yeah, I think this station's probably done. As in, I'm probably not going to do anything else to it. Except siphon off module prefabs to go use elsewhere. And eventually siphon money off. Yeah, that system had 3. I think it had 3 neutron star class. So they'd be large size, but it didn't have an XL that I saw. I definitely should go ahead and land at this station though. And buy some satellites and go back and drop a satellite or 2 in there. There we go.
Hello.
Why am I getting
Defender.
out? Get out of my seat. I want to buy satellites. I don't want to buy anything from the trader. Let's see. Add satellite. We'll go ahead and buy 5. If we need to put something else in there, we can just drop a satellite. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Trying to decide if I want to buy light proton torpedoes instead of light conch missiles. Let's buy these satellites and then let's have a look in the encyclopedia. Alright. Military. Missiles. Light ion torpedo. This would be for taking shields down. That would be quite useful. If I had something I had to pierce the shields on. Okay, proton torpedo. This does 5,000 megajoules. This is 24,000 to the shield. Concussion missile. Okay. Proton torpedo has a much shorter effective range. And is also much less maneuverable and much slower. So definitely missiles versus torpedoes. The thing is, I don't find missiles to actually be all that useful. So you know what? Let's actually replace these with proton torpedoes. Because half the time I launch missiles at a fighter and did just evades, and I end up shooting it with the guns anyway. So we'll take proton torpedoes, and that way if I run into anything bigger than me, I can make them think twice. Get out of my seat. Well, gotta maintain tradition around here. Hopefully, we can do something that'll unlock teleporting. And then we will definitely have a reason to hear that line more often.
Short range transporter. Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Did a nuke missile ship and it did nothing? I don't remember doing anything like that. I do remember making a missile boat, but I remember it doing quite a bit. The hostile ship? Well, hello there. Well, as long as it's a hostile ship that I am interested in blowing up and not interested in running away from. Oops. The only time I remember ever building a missile ship was last run when I built one at the very beginning of the game to take on take out shields on Ks. I think it was AF that made the missile ship, because I never did use missiles in Cosmoteer. I know AF did and had trouble with them.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Fans of Freelancer? I used to play a ton of Freelancer. Problem is it doesn't hold up. Just to go, well, okay, wait. I shouldn't say it doesn't hold up. There's two problems with going back to play Freelancer in this day and age. One, I already played a whole heck ton of Freelancer. I've seen everything there is to see. I visited all the secrets. Maybe not all the secrets.
Requesting permission to dock.
I've certainly visited most of the secrets. So there's really no reason to just play Freelancer and explore, for me. Although I do like to replay through the story occasionally, although I do it with a save editor so I can just add money to myself whenever I get to the point where I need more. Because nobody has time to grind missions for money. And the other reason is that its controls really haven't aged very well. It's still fun, it's just that its high mouse focus is... yeah. There's a game coming out that's almost the same called Underspace. There's a demo out on Steam. You know, I am going to Google that right now so I don't forget to do it later. Let's see, that window right there, I think. Underspace. There we go. Inspired by classic space games, Underspace is an open-world space arcade dogfighting game where every star system is crafted by hand. I might have to look at that a little closer later. Probably somebody who played Freelancer as a kid and wanted something a little bit less ancient. Oh, Freelancer's a really good game, though. For anyone who hasn't played it, it's a lot of fun to explore and such like that, but it doesn't have an economy. Everything is fixed prices, so once you know one good trade route, you can just reuse it over and over again. The trading is just flat out boring. The missions are very, very, very samey. But it's got a cool story. And it is lots of fun to explore and find all the corners and crevices and identify all of the jump gates and or wormholes, jump holes. Jump holes, there we go. Great music as well. I remember there being some pretty cool music, yes. It's just an excellent game that I have played entirely too much of. Okay, let's go back to where we were.
Jakku.
And let's go drop a satellite in the middle of hostiles and see if we can get a better count on them. I should probably be working on designing the next station for here, but...
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help.
yeah, we're gonna go back to that, this system over here with the special mission to destroy the Black Sun pirates and capture that station. We're gonna drop a satellite there, and that will hopefully allow us to get a better idea of exactly how many are there. Hopefully they don't destroy the satellite. If they do, then oh well, I guess that's a bad plan, but we'll see. And then either we need to buy a bunch of combat ships, or we need to make a hard push to actually build ourselves a shipyard. The problem is I want to build my shipyard in that system, so chicken and egg problem.
Jump completed. Jakku.
Better a dead satellite than a dead defender. Yep. So we can fly through there nice and safely. The problem is it's hard to sit there and look at the map while you're flying through at high speed. Oops. Didn't want to do that. We'll just keep my finger well away from that button. Why don't we? Because I'd like to be able to sit there and, you know, try to count chips when they're not all trying to chase me. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to fly through the system. When I think we're about the right distance away, we're going to drop a satellite while still in travel drive, which will cause the satellite to zing out ahead of us. And hopefully it'll come to a stop roughly in the right area. We'll see. If it flies too far, then we'll just come around and do it again. Trying to judge the distance a little better.
Jump completed. Necropolis.
Okay. Right there's the gate we want to target, I think.
Jump beacon. Etresia.
Yep. So pretty much as soon as we come out of the gate, we're going to drop a satellite. To that end. And this should help us judge more or less where we need to drop
Jump completed.
the second satellite.
Etresia.
Get to where we actually want it. Okay. So we need to drop another satellite about right there. So we will turn around.
Call yourself a pilot.
We'll go back to the gate. We're not actually going to go through the gate. We're going to go past it. Then we will turn around.
Empty space.
And when we go through this marker, we will drop another satellite. More or less. Little late, but it'll do.
You're pathetic.
Okay. We've got a whole bunch of fighters coming our way. Go ahead and flip end for end again. And back through we go. Love the G's you can pull in this fighter. I'm pretty sure G's do not exist in this universe as a concept. Okay.
Have you actually flown a real ship before?
So they have 3 neutron stars, a Nebulon B, a bunch of Defender corvettes, and then a whole bunch of fighters. All right. We definitely can't take this on with just a pretender. Although, I might be willing to chance a Star Destroyer, like an Imperial class, or a, what do you call it? One of the crappier ones together with escorts. Or if I had something that could take on fighters pretty reliably and had controllable guns, I might be willing to take it on. And wait, there's 2 Nebulon Bs. Okay. Make that 3 Nebulon Bs. It's the P version. Yeah, it's patrol version. It's equipped with more anti-corvette turrets and is used in back. Okay. Okay. So there's multiple Nebulon Bs in the area. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need a proper navy. Fighters and bombers. Possible.
Jump completed. Necropolis.
I should probably look to see what I have available.
Jump beacon. Jakku.
Okay. Where is... Okay, the Customs Corvette is docked up again. My Acclimator has docked and delivered its resources. Although it still has a bunch of remaining stuff that needs to drop off. That's stuff that wasn't needed for this construction job, but will be needed for future ones.
Jump completed. Jakku. Jump beacon. Rakata Prime.
Okay. Onward and upward. I'm going to go and see if I can dock aboard that Acclimator. I'm kind of curious what its bridge looks like. I think the Acclimator has a docking bay on it. Keeping in mind, of course, that that's just a an Acclimator cargo ship. It's not a proper combat Acclimator. Although such things do exist. Just not for the Empire. Okay.
Jump completed. Rakata Prime. Jump beacon. Jeddah.
And then through there. Can I buy any Acclimator-sized carriers for my current rep? I don't think so. I should look to see what's available in capital ships for my rank. I don't think there's much. Because I have... Damn hair. I think I have military ship access, but I don't have capital ship access. So... we can maybe buy something small, but... I don't think we could even buy more copies of the Pretender, for example. But I should check, because I'm not actually sure. I looked at all that when...
Jump completed. Jeddah. Jump beacon. Christie.
Okay, one more jump and we'll be at where I'm going, and then we can spend a little time window shopping for ships. We have 166 million. We could probably buy most of the blueprints required to build a small shipyard. Between what we have in our actual bank account and what we have available in the station bank accounts. But there's no real reason to do that until such time as I'm actually ready to start building the shipyard, which I want to build it in the system we need to capture yet, so... The only reason I built this solar plant out here is because this is the nearest location to that system that has good quality solar.
completed. Press A.
Okay. There we go. The acclimator should be right over here somewhere, I think. It's parked just outside the station. I think this might be our station. The right general direction. Yeah, this solar station is going to be very important to powering our future industry. We're going to have to build a transshipment point for it. Okay.
Docking granted.
It does indeed have a docking point.
Hello there.
TIE Defender.
Let me out. Okay. As far as docking points go, it's not much. But it does have one. Now, let's find out what the bridge and acclimator looks like. This is a vanilla bridge, isn't it? I think this is a vanilla bridge. I don't remember what ship it's for, though. Oh well. My disappointment is fairly mild, all things considered. Actually, this might not be completely vanilla. It has the same layout as at least one of the vanilla ships has. I can't quite tell if this is mostly vanilla or not. Because, like, this looks Star Wars-y enough that it might be. It also looks vanilla enough that it might be. Also, there's more code. Let's see if I can get up in there. Aha, here we go. Let's see. Oh, this is the same code that is... Okay, this is definitely vanilla. This is the same code that appears on the display inside the split capital ship. It's talking about... It's a rendering code of some kind. Because I recognize some of the comments. I'm pretty sure this is code from the game's engine. There was a line that was commented because OpenGL. Let's see. For OpenGL. Because we are using... Damn it, stop scrolling. True to verify if this is worth it. Okay. It's definitely some code from the rendering engine. Maybe for this game, maybe not. But it's the same. I recognized some of the comments that were going back past as code that... You know how when you enter a split ship, right in front of the teleporter, there's a display with weird text? It's the same code as was there. So that's definitely a vanilla display. Anyway. So that means this is probably just a straight up a vanilla bridge. Which, considering how many custom bridges there are in this mod, have a random freighter that doesn't have a custom bridge. Oh no. How terrible. It's been forever since you wrote code and you have a bachelor's in computer science. Yeah. I guess if you don't have a job that requires it. Well, let's get back aboard. I would say get out of my seat, but they're not really capable. That was weird. The cockpits in this mod for the fighters are a little too tight for a AI to properly get out of it, so they just kind of weird out. Okay. Let's grab that customs Corvette. Where's that? It's way up here. Okay. Why is there a New Republic cargo ship in the middle of Imperial space? Sometimes it's better not to ask questions. Let's just go ahead and bind a load of satellites. Ching. Okay. So these systems are covered a little spottily maybe, but they're covered. We should probably start working our way around somewhere. A surprising number of these. I must have done a lot more satelliting than I remember doing. There's a lot of systems that are satellited up quite solidly. Black Sun. Nobody cares about the Black Sun. This one isn't. That one is. These all aren't. So this patch over here is probably the main area that's not explored yet. Fully. There's an unknown station. Wonder which system that's part of. Probably this one, considering there's another one out here. Well, where should I have you go, Mr. Customs Corvette? How about over here? Drop a satellite there. Drop a satellite there. Drop a satellite there. And to there. How about there? And maybe there. Into there. Okay, that should cover everything. Let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's half its load. Okay. On the way back, I flew through 2 completely or largely unexplored systems. 2? What route did I take? That's weird. I think it was 2. Anyway. We'll have it drop another one there. And over here. We'll just have it fill in some gaps in the systems it goes through. Headed back to our area. This one's kind of okay. We'll drop one over there, though. That's good. Okay. Mouse wheel. There we go. And then we'll have it just park itself in space over here so I can deal with it later. All right. I don't think I've ever looked at the bridge on one of these
Neutron
things.
Star Builder. Docking granted.
So let's go dock aboard the Neutron Star here and go check out its bridge. I wouldn't be surprised if it was also vanilla, but I guess we'll find out. And there's the autosave. And we can see right through that guy's head. There's hair, but there is no human.
TIE Defender.
Okay. Good old autosave, always interrupting everything. Okay, so there are some of those side docking areas must be functional. Let's just visit one at random. Hello. Okay. Somebody put a clipping plane in the wrong spot. Okay, you can't walk out there. That's probably for the better, honestly. So one of those... I'm willing to bet the other teleporters are all in this area too. Let's try a different one just to see. Yeah, all the rest of the teleporters are probably in here. Okay, it's the same bridge. But mounted out on the very nose. Alright. That's honestly about what I expected.
Hello.
I'm willing to bet a lot more effort was put into the bridges for the combat ships than for the transports. I should land aboard a Star Destroyer and see what the bridge is like for one of those. Okay, so like the functional docking bay is one of these. No way, those are too small. But it looked like one of those. And it wasn't this one. That's too wide. Oh, it's this one down here, I bet. Yeah, it's this one right here. Okay. Yeah, those are just decorative. A bad habit hitting Shift D when you're running around a dock and you teleport back to your fighter. That's kind of a poorly chosen keybind, honestly. It's like, oh yeah, hold Shift to run faster. Now it's strafe to the side, a little oops. Except of course, the Shift, it does nothing. Anyway. Let's see, I doubt there's any, yeah, there's no Star Destroyers hanging around here. The Gazanti might have a, let's see, do I have a Gazanti? Yeah, I do right there.
Transport.
I can't remember if these have docking or not. I don't think they do. But we can teleport across to it anyway. Let's just fly over and get a look at the outside of it, though. Yeah, the Gazanti definitely doesn't have docking. It's a medium-sized ship. What am I thinking? There are Gazantis that do have docking. But they're definitely not the kind you can get out and run around in. Because it's the Gazanti with the 4 hard points below it. Which apparently those hard points can also carry AT-ATs. Which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, this is definitely a modded. Yep. 1,000,000% a nice modded cockpit. Oh, this is kind of a cool cockpit. Got a little nav console over here to the side. Gunnery control. Here. Cockpit's a little claustrophobic, but not too bad, all things considered.
Hello.
It's not spooky at all to have you already in that seat when I get out of it. Anyway. What am I doing? We need to teleport over. Let's teleport over to this thing, the BFF-1, see what it is like. Okay, does this have a custom cockpit? Oh yeah, it does. Not a very complicated custom cockpit, but it does.
BFF bulk freighter.
It's kind of an ugly little bulk freighter, so I don't really expect much from it, but... And I'm guessing this leads down to... a spooky empty cube. Okay, this is definitely unfinished. It looks like a lot of repurposed textures and basic geometry is here though. That one's probably a work in progress, I'd guess. Okay. So that's everybody we have around right here. Let's go back to our defender.
TIE defender.
I'm guessing that probably something in there unfolds into the ground to make the boarding ramp. But who knows where exactly that shows up. Guess I could probably dock one of these and find out. Because they are medium sized. I could dock them aboard the station that's right here and find out what the boarding ramps look like. Actually, better bet. You. Go dock aboard the Sunspot. Here. There we go. Dock and wait. And you. Dock and wait.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission
There.
granted.
Now we can run around the Sunspot and see what the boarding accommodations look like for those two ships. Can you see some Imperial ship window shopping? Sure. I want to see what the boarding ramps look like on these first, then we'll do that. Don't let me forget. Also, thank you very much for the bits. Greatly appreciated.
Docking granted.
Okay.
Hello there.
We're going to have to teleport out there to the medium ship docks. Okay. The Gozanti has a double folding ramp. That's interesting. This almost has to have been taken from a vanilla ship, though. Okay, that was weird. Disappears from a specific angle. Something is a little screwy with the clipping on that. Then you just have a teleporter to the actual ship. Okay. And then this thing over here, the this ugly looking thing. There's the cockpit window. And it has a sort of similar looking little ramp. That also leads into a teleporter. Okay. Boring. This is the non-Imperial variant of the Gazanti. Its wings are a little more clipped. And it's got a little different color to it.
The restaurant is now open for anyone wishing to dine before departing the station.
Alrighty. Let's do some Imperial window shopping. What do I have available to buy in large? Actually, this might not turn into completely window shopping. Okay, we can't buy Imperial class Star Destroyers. We can't buy the 546, which I already have one of these. I wouldn't mind having more of them, though. We can't buy interdictors. We can buy Imperial light cruisers, which are the same basic hull profile as the 546 I have. They're just much wimpier. We could buy a Quasar Fire. I don't really like these. They're ugly. No Victory 2s, which Victory 2 is definitely cool. I like its lines. And it's pretty decently gunned as well. I think these are large turrets, maybe? I think it's, if I remember correctly, it has its main armament super firing here in the middle, and then it's got like secondaries on the sides where the larger Star Destroyers have their mains. You love the Quasar? Well, everybody has their faults. Okay, then here we have the Vindicator, which is but a baby Star Destroyer. Isn't it cute?
Please check your cargo is secured before departure.
Okay. And of course we can buy neutron star builders, gas miners, all that stuff. These things are just weird looking. Look kind of like a fish. And acclimator transports. Yay! Acclimators are kind of cool. Ugh. I'd really love to get more of these, though. These are basically the Imperial Light Cruiser, but they have two large turret mounts on the top, whereas the Imperial Light Cruiser has not that. The Imperial Light Cruiser just has... Are these? No, those are just medium turrets as well. Yeah. This has 6 mediums, whereas the 546 we can't check, but it has, I think, about that same number of mediums. No, it's actually got 6 mediums just on the bottom, much less the 2 on the top. Okay. And then 2 larges on the top.
Explosive materials can be hazardous. Please contact the dockmaster if you have any on board.
This thing can punch way above its weight class. But that's it for the capital ships we have available. The wharf is much more interesting. Got the Customs Corvette, which we already own one of these. I would like to see what its bridge looks like, but... well, we'll see if it arrives in time. Gazanti Cruisers, which have kind of clipped wings, but they have the mounts for mounting up to 4 fighters below it. Raider Corvette, which is kind of cool looking, not gonna lie. Gazanti Armed Transport. I thought the wings were a little more sticky out on this one. Guess not. And then Lambda and Theta
We
class
would
shuttles.
like to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
Is it just me, or is that a really huge cockpit on the Theta class? You'd have really crappy side visibility, though. Also, that's 4 gun mounts on each side in the front. Yeah. 8 times laser cannons. Huh.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. The Lambda class gets 4 lasers and 2 heavy lasers. Interesting. That's much more heavily armed than I would have expected. Okay. Also, it's a pretty large cockpit, too, it looks like. Much better visibility. Speed is kind of craptastic. Travel speed's not bad. I might have to buy one of these just to fly around as a personal ship or something. That speed would make me hate myself, though. Unfortunately, we can't find out how fast the Raider Corvette would be. I want to buy just one of these.
Station administration would like to remind you to keep children away from the airlocks.
I want to buy one of these just to find out how they handle tiny ships like this and the player trying to fly them. Do they just not allow you to fly them somehow? What would happen if you tried to teleport aboard? Is there a way to disable that? Don't know how that works. There must be a way to mark a ship as not player flyable, though, because there's definitely some drone ships that are like, there's no way they let you fly that thing. Scimitar bomber. This thing's kind of wonky looking. Not terrible, though. TIE Advance. I'd like to have one of these. We can load one out. Its speed isn't amazing. It does have good travel drive speed, though.
Attention all department
Must have something coming
pilots.
into land.
Pirates have been seen in the sector. Be careful.
I think they might have changed the... Okay, there's one of those coming in. Hi, Gazanti, you're putting it away. How dare you? Yeah, I definitely should buy some more fighters just to experiment with them. Problem is, by the time they get over to here... Well, actually, let me check something. I need to go back to looking at those, but I wanted to check. Aha! The Customs Corvette is here. Let's teleport over and check that out. Then we'll go back to more window shopping. Okay.
Customs Corvette.
This bridge isn't too bad. Visibility is probably not going to be amazing. Not the worst ever.
Hello.
Maybe the reason the pilots don't get up and walk away is because they're missing some nav mesh or something. Anyway, let's go do some more window shopping. Look at all the different fighters that are available. There's a couple I definitely want quite badly.
Requesting permission to
Okay, we're just looking at the TIE Advance,
granted.
TIE Bomber. This thing's really kind of slow. Travel speed is also abysmal. I think that's how they differentiate between the stuff that has and does not have a hyperdrive. They set the travel drive to around 2400 or so for the stuff that doesn't have a hyperdrive, which is very slow and painful feeling to get much of anywhere. But it doesn't really differentiate them enough, in my opinion. Anyway, TIE bomber. A couple laser cannons and a proton torpedo launcher. And there's the TIE Brute. This thing is weird. It's got a twin laser cannon as its only gun. Nope, autosave. To make this thing useful, it almost has to have... Well, let's compare it to a standard TIE, I guess. Speed's 316, travel speed is standard slow speed. Weapon output 2800. Sustained weapon output 1700. Now, as soon as autosave is done, we'll go check the standard TIE out. 2800, 1700. Okay, so it does have considerably more damage than a standard TIE. How about a TIE Interceptor? $45.33. Okay, so it's got more than a standard TIE, but less than a TIE Interceptor. All is 11,000. Okay, but it's a lot heavier armored than a TIE Interceptor. So it's kind of a weird medium. Let's see, that's 316. 320. So it's a little slower than a standard TIE. But it's got way more armor. Shields of 900. What standard TIE have for shields? 900. Okay, so that's basically the unshielded shield amount then, I guess. Alright. That's kind of a weird little brute. Space tank. Kind of looks like it. Might be kind of cool. Probably wouldn't choose it as a personal ship, though. And of course, you had TIE Defender, which we can't really look at configurations for this because... Boo. TIE Defender has 9,500 hull, though. What's the Brute have? 11,000? Okay, so the TIE Defender... I think I'd probably take the Defender over the Brute any day. Okay, TIE Fighter. 320 speed, which is 3,500 hull. Hopefully maneuverability is good in the basic TIE Fighter. Then you got the Vanguard, which is the same thing but better. Also, it has a much faster travel drive. Same normal speed. I think it's the same guns. LS9s. LS7s. No, it's got better guns. Okay. So Vanguard's got better guns. Faster travel drive. Okay. And of course it's more expensive, but... And then the TIE Interceptor, which I would really like to have one of these. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything I can really do. No, there's only one engine available. There's nothing I can do to make these things faster in travel drive, which is extremely unfortunate. Because these are at 372 meters a second. One of the zippier fighters I've tried yet. But they're dog slow in travel speed, so. which is why I'm hopeful that the TIE Interceptor Royal Guard variant will actually have a better travel drive speed, but we'll see. Plus, this thing just kind of looks cool. There's TIE Phantom, which this thing's got really nice cockpit visibility. You got side view, top view. It's got the same forward glass as the standard TIE. Much better visibility. Speed is 370, travel speed is 6,600. Actually, this might just be strictly better than what I have as far as maneuverability goes. Or, you know, not maneuverability, but speed. I may need to buy one of these. Got a decent set of laser cannons. These two laser cannons in the front are the same ones that are on a standard TIE, and these are... I'm not sure what they are. They're different in any case. No missiles. Unfortunately, I don't think it has a stealth ability, which by lore it should have, yes. I think in lore these actually had cloaking devices on them, but I'm not sure about that. I'm going to buy one of these. Let's put Combat Mark 3s on it. Noldex 60s. Noldex 45s are what I have on my Defender right now. But these... look just strictly better. Yeah. Okay. So it's got 3 slightly crappier ones and 2 better ones. Blaster EX. What is this? Blaster Cannon EX. It looks way cheaper, so I'm going to guess it's crappier. Yeah, it drops my gun output by a good bit to select that. Yep, not a good idea. And we can put a launcher on it. Okay. General purpose warhead launcher, we'll just keep that just the way it is. Consumables, light proton torpedoes, that sounds like a good idea to me. No flares. Advanced satellites. For crew, no Marines, full service crew and a pilot. All right. Yeah. I'm going to buy this, and this is a strong contender for my new personal ship. Because I think 370 is faster than my current Defender does. But I just want it because I like the cockpit, and I like the way it looks, and all that stuff. Even if it's slower, I might keep it around to play with occasionally. We're definitely buying this thing. Just trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to change. Don't think so. Yeah. I think this is exactly what we want. Ching. All right, back to window shopping. This thing... oh, it's just so weird looking. If the wings were on the bottom, it would look less like a bat. And I think it would look cooler, but that's just my opinion. 2 ion cannons, 2 S9 laser cannons. Actually somewhat decently armed. Bit weird. And then, of course, there's the TIE shuttle, which is basically just a TIE bomber, but not quite. I think this thing showed up very briefly on screen in one of the movies. Apparently it was designed before the TIE bomber, and then they used the design for the TIE bomber, and then later they came back and actually used this thing. But anyway. $291, kind of slow. Travel speed's decent. It's a shuttle, not much you can say about it. I already own one of these though. I bought it specifically to mess around with and just do small trade runs. But it's just a bomber. I really want one of these interceptors. As far as basic TIE interceptors go, I already have multiple of these. I'm going to buy a probe droid as well, because I'm curious what this is like. Okay, well, Comet Mark 3s. I highly doubt I can fly this. It's just got a little dinky blaster. Oh yeah. The software options are highly limited. Go ahead and put some advanced satellites on it, because it's not useful for anything else. Crew. Mandatory pilot. Firm order. Alright, now. Let's see. This is the shuttle. This is the Phantom. We'll order that to fly over our way.
Drop my cargo.
Wherever that is, the response is no, you don't drop your cargo. Okay, fly and wait. The probe is done in 1 second. Fly and wait as well. Who knows how long that'll take to get here. Unfortunately, we can't teleport to it because we only have a single jump.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Love the Interceptor, favorite Empire fighter, then the Striker. Striker looks weird. I can't help it, it just looks weird. Alright, where is my Defender? There it is. What time is it? 10:47? It shouldn't take long for those ships to get here, and I want to try them out, damn it. Yeah, just have a straight run right through here. I'm not in system with them, so they can cheat a little bit on their speed. The probe will probably take a while to get here, because it's much slower. But I don't know if I can even fly the probe. Pilot. Unknown. Okay. That probably doesn't allow a human pilot. Yeah, it's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 transits before it gets here. And we can teleport aboard. Hurry up. Fly faster. We could fly out with the Defender and meet it halfway. Got on my
TIE
seat.
Defender.
Awaiting orders.
And there's the autosave. Basically, I want to land the probe on something and then just walk around it and look at it. See if I can teleport aboard it, which the answer is almost certainly no. I don't know, though. Grab a snack, it'll arrive when you return. I don't know about that idea. We'll just fly the Defender out there. And we can order the Defender to come back here and dock. After we teleport aboard the Phantom. Then we'll get a little time to fly the Phantom around coming back before we can experiment with it a little bit. One thing that annoys me about the Defender, there's no side visibility at all.
Jump completed. Virgo.
You got pretty solid forward visibility. Unlike in Squadrons, where you had, like, looking through a straw forward visibility. Which didn't suit the TIE cockpit at all, in my opinion, but oh well. They didn't ask me. I can't really understand how that game took a the bubble cockpit from a TIE and was like, oh, nope, congratulations, you're looking through a straw now.
Jump completed. Elam.
Yeah, this thing, in this mod, sure, there's no left to right visibility, but yeah, like I said, forward visibility is good. It's almost like we're aboard a Terran ship. It's gonna come through that gate real soon. Teleport 2. You there. Dock and wait.
TIE Phantom.
Out of my seat, please. Okay. Side visibility. Forward's decent. Not quite as good on the Defender, but almost. Let's have a nice look at the outside here. Yep, that's a TIE Phantom, all right. Okay. Any targets for the military to get today? Not really. I just kind of flew around a little bit and actually got very little done. How would you make good money with the military? If you can get a police license and take out enemy capital ships inside friendly space. I don't know how well that pays out in this mod, but in vanilla, you could get around 600,000 credits per K that you killed. And killing Xenon fighters paid out really well too, for that matter. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how well this mod pays out for that kind of stuff.
Jump completed. Virgo.
Okay.
Jump beacon. Crusade.
We are one jump away from our solar station. But I'm going to make a short detour here so I can try this thing's maneuverability out. Bonk.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
It's got really good roll authority.
Short range transporter.
Hold still, damn you. There we go. Which I think his rolls a lot better than the Defender does. It feels almost snappy.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
Acceleration might be a little worse. It's hard to tell.
Docking granted.
But it definitely rolls much faster.
Docking aborted.
Also, please stop it with the docking alerts. I think maneuverability is better on this than the Defender. Damn it, now I'm stuck. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Because
Thank you.
I find myself overcorrecting when I want to fly around something.
Docking granted. Docking
But it does feel like
aborted.
it loses speed more. It might just be that acceleration is worse. And I don't know. I should probably compare their stats in the ship comparator. Okay, let's do that right now. Encyclopedia. Ship comparator. Add ship. Size small. We watch
Requesting permission to dock.
TIE Phantom. High
Docking
preset
permission
loadout.
granted.
Confirm. Add ship. Size S. We want TIE Defender. High preset loadout. Let's double check the thrusters, make sure they're Combat Mark 3s. Okay, and then you. Double check your thrusters. Okay. Defender is indeed slower. Acceleration is actually better on the Phantom. Okay. So the Phantom is better across the board except in the things that matter for combat, where the Defender is better. Also, I think this is crediting this with a better set of shields than what I actually have on board mine. What shields is it giving it? Yes, it's not giving it Novaldex 45s, which is what I have. Can I get anything bigger than a fighter combat-wise? Yes, I can. Most of the large size stuff, though, is unavailable currently. Let's see, what do I have in large size again? Imperial Light Cruisers and Quasar Fires is all I have available. Which, these things aren't completely terrible. Come with 2 long-range turbo lasers on the top and 4 dual turbo lasers on the bottom. And then I already own a 546 cruiser, but I can't buy more of them, so I want to be kind of careful with that. Anyway. And of course I can buy some various mediums as well. Although not the very best mediums or anything. I can buy like a Gazanti class cruiser. That's about it actually. That's not a shuttle or something. And this thing mounts 2 prow turbo lasers. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know the Gazanti had that. I think they mount right here. And then 2 times light turbo lasers on the back. So it's not very heavily armored, but or armed, I mean. Now, our reputation with the Imperials right now is plus 14. Okay, so as far as maneuverability and speed goes, this is just strictly better than the Defender. which I could definitely feel maneuverability wise. Speed. A little bit. They're close enough that it's not a huge difference.
Short range transporter.
But the maneuverability, especially the roll, is notable. Okay. Negative 25. It's actually not as hard as I expected to get positive rep with somebody who's pissed off at you like that. You just have to find where their stations is being attacked and kill a couple of the attackers. And that'll get you most of the way to being not shoot on sight. For me, I killed, I think it was 2 or was it 3 Black Sun pirate fighters next to an Imperial station. And I was high enough rep that they started spawning, well, I was high enough rep
Thanks for your help.
that I was able to take a non-combat ship and go fly up to Imperial stations and pick off their criminal traffic. Because they will stop shooting your non-combat ships faster than they will start shooting your combat ships. So I was able to get there a little quicker. It probably would have taken 4 or maybe 5 Black Sun pirates before they were willing to deal with a combat ship, but I am friendly with everyone I want to be friendly with at the moment, so alright. It's kind of a fun little fighter. I like it. I think we're going to use this as a personal ship for a while. I rarely use my personal ship for combat anyway. Let's see.
Jump beacon.
There we go.
Press A.
When we actually want to do combat, we can switch back to the Defender. On that note, it is 11 o'clock, so I am going to fly this back, and we're going to dock somewhere. Or park somewhere or something. Actually, it looks like the probe droid is here. Okay. Forget that. I'm gonna spend a couple seconds experimenting with the probe droid. I'm really curious if I can pilot that myself. Come on, autosave. Stop getting in the way.
Jump completed. Press A.
There's no teleport destination on the object. Okay. Well, it's highly likely we can't pilot that. But let's try. You there. Dock and wait aboard the Sunspot.
Solar power plant.
And we will follow it in and dock beside it. So this thing is at least a little bit faster than Defender. And it almost has vanilla levels of roll. Okay, there's the probe right now.
Probe droid.
Docking aboard the Sunspot.
Docking granted.
Oh yeah, this thing is way more maneuverable than...
Docking aborted. Building drone. Probe droid. Solar power plant.
There we go.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Okay. Let me out, please. I can get out of this, right? Yeah, we just have to duck a little bit. Okay, this is definitely
We're
not...
taking hits.
Somebody's attacking my TIE shuttle. How dare they? This is definitely not human pilotable. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's see if we can get back aboard the TIE thingy here. Okay, yeah, we need to crouch to get underneath it.
TIE Phantom.
There we go. These cockpits are a little wonky. Alright, on that note, let's go ahead and save the game. I wondered how they were going to handle the droid fighters. Well, now I think I know. Alright, let's see. Who is streaming what? It looks like Wasted is playing Project Zomboid. And that's about it. Alright, let's raid Wasted. As long as I don't mangle his name here. Okay. Ah, damn it. I switched to the wrong end screen. The camera has two different... There we go. The camera has two different offsets. One for when I have the desk down low, so I have the sticks at the right position, and one for normal. And the one that's on the key binding is normal. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. And hopefully you'll all be back here tomorrow for whatever happens then. Let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Maybe more X4, maybe something else. We'll see. Every single time I say it's definitely X4, it's something else. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Anyway. Hopefully you all have fun over at Wasted's. I certainly will. And yeah, good night. Goodbye.